Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? Well, it's official. China now has a submarine that can fire a nuclear missile anywhere into the United States. This is a game changer for sure. China just tested a sub-launched nuclear missile that can strike America from thousands of miles away. Beijing has been spending billions on creating this submarine force, which is capable of wiping out American cities and military bases. Previously, its sea-launched nukes were not powerful enough to reach the U.S. mainland. Let me just put a shout out right now before I tell you the rest of this. I want to say that Noble Gold Investment, if you go to noblegoldinvestments.com, if you're getting ready to retire or you just did, you've got a 401k or an IRA, or maybe you just got an inheritance or sold a property and you've got a windfall and you're like, what do? I don't know what to do. I'm not the guy. The guy to call would be Colin Plume over at noblegoldinvestments.com. Go to their website at www.noblegoldinvestments.com. Check it out. They'll be able to help you in these areas. 401k, maybe you've got an IRA, and some folks are saying, I need to diversify. This is the place to go see. Again, that's noblegoldinvestments.com. All right. Well, guys, here's what's happening. It is true, though. China has stepped up their game. China has successfully tested this submarine-launched missile, which can unleash a nuclear holocaust anywhere in the United States, sources are revealing. Matter of fact, this game-changing Chinese military flight tested the Zhulong 3 missile that will be deployed with the next generation of ballistic missile submarines, which are in the pipeline right now. This is a game changer because up until now, we haven't been worried about China hitting us from a submarine. Chinese authorities have denied the test, but a well-placed source within the American military has confirmed that the launch took place actually last month in November. This Type O-96 nuclear ballistic missile submarines remain under construction and is expected to begin sea trials in 3 years. The U.S. Department of Defense report that China's 4 operational JIN-class SSBNs represent China's first credible sea-based nuclear deterrent. And geopolitical analysts widely fear a showdown between the United States and China over who controls the South China Sea, as well as the independence of Taiwan, which could spiral out of control and lead to World War III. Well, certainly it could, folks, cause a major catastrophe. China has been developing a whole next generation of battery of weapons, including hypersonic missiles and electromagnetic railguns. Those are bad. I've been talking to fellas in the military, word on the street, that these electromagnetic railguns will literally disintegrate you, okay, if they shoot you with one of these. The military bosses are bent on transforming the armed forces into the world's most powerful and have set a target of 8.1% growth. This is an extremely aggressive campaign that the Chinese are on. Matter of fact, people are very concerned now. Who spends the most money, by the way, on military? Well, the United States has been number one. The United States last year spent $587.8 billion on defense. China spent $161.7 on defense. Saudi Arabia spent $56 billion. India, $51 billion. The United Kingdom, $45 billion. Russia came in sixth at $44 billion. Japan with $43 billion. South Korea with $43 billion. Germany with $39 billion. And France at $35 billion. Now, that's how much each nation spent last year on defense. Now, what do you get for that is the question. I mean, let's hope we're not spending, $700 for toilets and $400 for hammers. But either way, the United States by far is outspending everyone. And that's the concern if you remember the words of President Eisenhower, who said, do not allow this military industrial complex. Okay, do not allow this to take over the country. And right now, it's just about there. And maybe that's what we're seeing right now in Washington, is this battle over who's going to really control the Pentagon. We got a lot going on right now behind the scenes, and there's a lot coming down the pipe. 2019, I believe, could be the year that we see the boomerang. In other words, what's going around comes around. And I got a feeling that's going to happen on both parties as the intensity of 2019 is coming. Anyway, I'm Pastor Paul Begley. I want to tell you right now, you got to put your trust in Jesus Christ. And oh, by the way, the Lord hasn't given us the spirit of fear, but power and love and a sound mind. And if God be for us, then who can be against us? That's found in Romans 8:31. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. Oh, we're living in the last days.